from the Fox 25 studios in Oklahoma City, this is the Fox 25 News at 5.
We are a close-knit family, and when tragedies like this occur, every member of the U.S. Armed Forces, Vance, Enid, feels it.
That is an emotional Colonel Corey Simmons just an hour ago confirming 2 airmen were killed at Vance Air Force Base this morning in what officials are calling an aircraft mishap.
Fox 25's Will Metzold has been in Enid all day. He was at that press conference. Let's bring him in right now. Will, what can you tell us?
Well, Wendy and Dan, right now, Air Force officials are still trying to piece together exactly how the 2 jets crashed just after 9 this morning right here at the base in Enid. Now, Vance Air Force Base says the 2 T-38 Talon aircraft that were involved, and there were 2 people on board each jet. Colonel Corey Simmons says the accident happened while the training planes were attempting to land, but he isn't sure what caused the crash. He couldn't say if the aircraft collided, but at least one of them had damage.
I don't know. I know that there are 2 airplanes that are off the runway right now at Vance Air Force Base. How they got to that point, I gotta let the investigation play itself out.
And 2 other airmen did survive this incident on that other aircraft that was involved. Simmons says the names of the airmen who died will be released tomorrow. He says it is an extremely hard day and sad day here at the Air Force Base. They're offering assistance to anyone that is here and working at this time. Dan, back to you.
Tragic day in Enid. Thank you, Will. You can see Colonel Simmons' full remarks on our website, okcfox.com. Oklahoma Senator James Lankford issuing a statement about the accident. He says in part, quote, "I am deeply saddened by the deaths of 2 airmen at Vance Air Force Base during a training session. I pray for God's grace and healing as their families walk through this, and to all of those who serve as we try to understand the difficult loss of their friend and coworker."
Now, your Fox 25 Storm Watch forecast from the Reynolds Ford Weather Center.
A really strong cold front has brought winter temperatures back to Oklahoma today. We were in the 70s the past 3 days. Big shocker this afternoon. Right now, everyone is in the 40s, and we have some scattered to widespread showers. A couple of thunderstorms up there in northeast Oklahoma. Across the Oklahoma City metro area, this is mostly scattered light rain, and that's about it. Pockets of moderate showers too, maybe a few rumbles of thunder this evening. Surely nothing severe. And up here in northeast Oklahoma, really heavy rain and a whole bunch of thunder. For you guys in northern Oklahoma, we have a band of moderate showers moving into Kansas. Besides that, just a few wet spots and spotty light rain for you guys down here in southern Oklahoma. So really not a big deal for us. Just bundle up, leave early, and go slow if you are going to be traveling this evening. Mostly in the 40s. Those scattered showers will continue. We'll see a little break in the action right around midnight, after midnight, up until tomorrow morning when you're driving around. Last wave of precipitation comes in. Again, a very cold rain. Temperatures in the 30s, but mostly above freezing. Where it's going to be below freezing, a light winter mix. Some sleet and snow is possible for you guys in north and northwest Oklahoma. Very light amounts, very light, so do not worry about any kind of travel issues. Most of us will get rained on as you head southward. Across the SunTech Skycam network right now in Oklahoma City, it looks cold. It is cold. Temperatures right now are in the 40s, but it's windy, so it feels like 30-something. So we'll stay in the 40s this evening, off and on rain. Wind chills in the 30s, down into the 30s tonight. We'll call it 36 for Oklahoma City. Rain still likely and staying cold and windy. A slow weekend warm-up is on the way. Another cold front on Tuesday, and some Thanksgiving rain is possible. Storm watch forecast real soon.
Happening soon for people living in Ward 2, an opportunity to learn more about MAPS 4 with several big ticket tax funded projects at stake. The meeting, hosted by Councilman James Cooper, is from 6:30 until 8 at the Tower Theater. The Better Streets Safer City Bond Package invests in streets, police and fire facilities, and other facilities such as city parks. The programs include more than $1.2 billion in infrastructure investment across Oklahoma City, including numerous projects around Ward 2. More than 70% of the funding is dedicated to community needs. Also tonight, the 34th Street Bridge over I-35 and more will be open to traffic. There will be a ceremonial opening event tonight at 5:30 at the south end of Integris Moore. Then at 6:30, traffic will be allowed on the bridge. The project has been under construction for a little over a year.
Another teacher filing a lawsuit against Epic Charter Schools. The Oklahoman reports Ryan Espiro is the fourth teacher to file suit against the online school. Espiro claims she was fired after she objected to questionable enrollment practices. She says the school pressured her to enforce attendance standards on students with below average performances, but not students with strong performances. Epic has responded to the suit saying, quote, "We are pleased one of these suits has already been dismissed. We are confident and eager to present our case regarding this former disgruntled employee." Espiro is asking for at least $75,000 in damages. A McAllister teen accused of planning to shoot up her former high school has her preliminary hearing delayed today. The hearing was supposed to determine if there's probable cause to take 18-year-old Alexis Wilson to trial. It'll now take place in January. Pittsburgh County investigators say they found an AK-47, a 12-gauge shotgun, and a large amount of ammo in her home. Investigators say she had a plan and the means to carry out the shooting. The DA says they asked for a delay so they could put together the rest of the evidence. That includes Wilson's social media accounts.
The crimes she's charged with have elements that we've got to show, so we need to show evidence at least of a probable cause nature that she committed or intended to commit the crimes we've charged her with.
Wilson is facing felony charges of acts of terrorism or endeavoring to perform acts of violence.
Cities now have more authority when it comes to regulating medical marijuana businesses. The state Supreme Court ruled that cities do have the right to determine where dispensaries and grow houses will be located, as well as fees related to permits. The case stems from ordinances passed by the city of Broken Arrow. The attorney representing a business owner who fought the ruling says far-reaching ordinances come with unfair restrictions.
We're now going to go back and attack those things on the basis that they're not rationally related to a legitimate government purpose, that they're an overreach, that, for example, the things like licensing fees are a tax, which is not allowed under Oklahoma law.
The city of Broken Arrow says it will begin enforcing its new ordinances, and the mayor says it is a shame they had to use taxpayer money to defend their actions. Speaking of marijuana, the House Judiciary Committee approved a bill decriminalizing marijuana at the federal level, setting the stage for a vote in the full House. The Marijuana Opportunity Reinvestment and Expungement, or MORE Act, would remove pot from the list of federally controlled substances, allowing states to set their own rules. It would also expunge prior marijuana convictions and establish a 5% sales tax on cannabis products to fund programs for communities impacted by the so-called war on drugs.
Attorney General Mike Hunter says he'll appeal the latest ruling in the state's opioid trial. Last week, Cleveland County Judge Thad Balkman revised his ruling and ordered opioid maker Johnson & Johnson to pay $465 million to help abate the state's opioid crisis. Hunter says Balkman's final order only covers 1 year of the state's abatement plan and that the actual costs are much higher. Johnson & Johnson also planning on appealing the ruling, saying their payment should be more in line with settlements with other drug makers. The final round of public hearings in the impeachment inquiry, at least for now, concluded with a pair of witnesses, a career diplomat and a veteran foreign policy expert, adding more details to the case made by House Democrats, charging President Trump with extorting Ukraine for assistance in the 2020 election. Sinclair investigative correspondent James Rosen has the latest from Washington.
David Holmes of the State Department and Fiona Hill, a former NSC official, rounded out the week's impeachment hearings. Holmes testified he overheard a key phone call in July between President Trump and EU Ambassador Gordon Sondland, in which they discussed the investigations of prominent Democrats that the president wanted Ukraine to undertake.
Ambassador Sondland agreed that the president did not give an expletive about Ukraine. I asked why not, and Ambassador Sondland stated that the president only cares about big stuff. And Ambassador Sondland replied that he meant big stuff that benefits the president, like the Biden investigation that Mr. Giuliani was pushing.
Hill, a Russia expert who served under John Bolton, testified that the White House National Security Advisor instructed her to notify the NSC's lawyers about the back-channel diplomacy to Ukraine that the president is alleged to have orchestrated through private attorney Rudy Giuliani.
Ambassador Bolton had looked pained, basically indicated with body language that there was nothing much that we could do about it. And he then, in the course of that discussion, said that Rudy Giuliani was a hand grenade that was going to blow everyone up.
Hill also testified that Ambassador Sondland told her he had a private agreement with White House Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney, providing that Ukraine's president would only receive a White House photo op if he agreed to conduct certain investigations.
And was he specific at that point later about the investigations that he was referring to?
He said the investigations in Burisma.
That, of course, was the Ukrainian natural gas company with the history of corruption allegations that employed on its board Hunter Biden, son of the Democratic presidential candidate. With Congress soon to adjourn for the holidays, most observers now expect the action to shift to the House Judiciary Committee and to the drafting of specific articles of impeachment against President Trump. On Capitol Hill, James Rosen.
Oklahoma Congressman Tom Cole took to Twitter this afternoon to weigh in on the week of hearings. Cole called the public testimony gripping, but says he doesn't think it moved too many votes, if any at all. He also maintains the process has been unfair to the president.
The president, unlike previous presidents, does not have an attorney present. That attorney, since they're not there, can't cross-examine, can't offer exculpatory evidence, can't provide rebuttal witnesses. So again, when you have an unfair process, you're going to have a product that at least many people don't trust. And I think that's how things are unfolding here.
Cole does admit an impeachment vote will likely pass the House, but still doubts the Senate would remove Trump from office.
Now let's get to some trending news. Multiple reports say that starting OSU quarterback Spencer Sanders underwent surgery on his throwing hand and will miss the rest of the regular season. Sanders hurt his right thumb last week in the second quarter of the Kansas game, but continued to play into the third quarter. Sanders has accounted for nearly 1,700 yards and 18 touchdowns this season. Senior Drew Brown is expected to start in his place. New video shows a real hero in action, a car exploding in Stafford, Connecticut. Despite the roaring flames shooting from the car, another driver stops and runs right into the massive inferno. Look at that. He pulls the driver to safety, and get this, despite the intense heat, the driver only suffered minor injuries.
Is incredible.
That's a hero.
Pretending to be your favorite retailer when you're shopping online or on your phone.
Coming up, we've got your back with how scammers are going undercover to get your money and what you need to watch out for.
Santa Claus is coming to town, or at least to Yukon. You can see him tonight at Christmas Unwrapped. We're going to tell you about all the holly jolly fun that you can have coming up on Fox 25 News at 5.
Every year, more people turn to their computers or cell phones to shop for loved ones for the holidays.
And every year, scammers are finding new ways to turn your holiday shopping into a quick payday. Our national correspondent Angelica Alvarez has your back with what to watch out for.
Walmart.com, BestBuy.com, eBay. These are just a few of the many popular sites shoppers visit to make holiday shopping quick and easy. But thanks to phishing scams, sometimes these sites may not be what they seem.
The phishing site is basically a replica of a legitimate website.
Jean-Jacques Bullock-Bass is a cyber expert and founder of cybersecurity company NormShield. He says once you enter your credit card information into the fake shopping site, the scammers win. It's a problem on the rise. He says there's already been 6,000 of these sites this year and expects that number to climb to 9,000 by the end of the year. So how do you know if the site you're visiting is the real deal? Usual telltale signs have been the URL starts with the HTTPS in the address, and you see this padlock symbol. But Bullock-Bass says scammers are now using these in their scams, so you have to be diligent.
For some phishing URLs, I'm going to show you a couple of examples, are very similar to original one, and it's hard to detect that.
He shows us a dummy PayPal site as an example. You see HTTPS, but then in the address you also see Giovanni. That's the red flag, a random word that doesn't match the real PayPal site.
And the best way to detect that is actually using a password manager,
which usually pops up on your computer if you visited the site before and created a shopping profile. Retailers are also being diligent. I reached out to some of the major retailers for comment. I did hear back from Walmart. They echo some of the same things some of these cyber experts were telling us and add to also be careful of any unsolicited emails. In Washington, I'm Angelica Alvarez.
Good afternoon, everybody. Our latest weather maker is this strong cold front. It came booking through this morning. It's about 20, 30 degrees colder, very noticeable. And no more spring showers today. This is just plain old cold rain, but a bunch of it. In between, we have some sprinkles and some drizzle. Northeast Oklahoma, this is where all the heavy stuff is at. Heavy rain and thunder for you folks in northern Oklahoma. We have a band of some moderate showers right along the Kansas border, quickly heading north. A lot of rain right now up and down I-35 north. As we head down here towards southern Oklahoma, just a few wet spots. We'll call this spotty light rain. But throughout the evening, I do think the rain chances will be increasing central and east. Rounds of rain will continue. And out to the west in the Panhandle, that's where I think all the winter precipitation will stay up until about midnight. 40s this evening, chilly, sometimes rainy, windy. It'll feel like the 20s and 30s. So overnight, low to mid 30s. But as you can see, most of us do stay above freezing. That's why it's going to be a cold rain and not a freezing rain. Where temperatures do go down to below freezing, that's where we're expecting a little bit of sleet, a little bit of snow, very light amounts, and no travel headaches are expected for you guys for your Friday morning drive. The rest of us, a whole lot of rain. Really good chances tomorrow morning. So scattered cold rain with temperatures in the 30s. It'll feel like the 20s and 30s. Jackets and umbrellas even as we head into the afternoon because the rain chances do decrease. They pretty much go away. So by noon, breezy, a few sprinkles, 43 in Oklahoma City if we're lucky. I don't think we see any sunshine tomorrow. So cloudy, cold, and dry until about sunset. And then the sun does come out this weekend, and we will see a lot of that. So 54 on Saturday, and then we get into the 60s on Sunday. We stay there on Monday. Great outdoor weather, very chilly mornings in the 20s and 30s because it is November. And then on Tuesday, next cold front comes in. This is going to be a weak one. It does cool us off into the 50s for highs on Tuesday. Only a small chance for rain. Wednesday gets even colder, down to about 48, mostly cloudy, but still dry traveling weather. If you're going to do any last-minute traveling for Thanksgiving, temperatures will be in the 50s. Some showers are possible, mostly cloudy, cool and windy, nice indoor eating weather, watch some football. And then for Black Friday, 30s in the morning, 50s in the afternoon, chilly with occasional rain.
Fox 25 and Suntech Heat and Air are teaming up to help an Oklahoma family with our Winter Warmth Contest. The winner gets up to $5,000 and a new heating system or repair from our partners at Suntech. Just go to okcfox.com/station/contest to nominate someone who needs to stay warm. And you can see all the rules. Hurry because the contest ends this Sunday.
Tonight, Yukon is unwrapping Christmas. Main Street will turn into a Christmas wonderland with carriage rides, marshmallow roasting, and a life-size snow globe.
Even Santa will be making an appearance. Fox 25 Shelby Love is live in Yukon. Shelby, have you seen the big guy yet?
You just saw me earlier in the tease with Santa, so full of joy, and the kids cannot wait to have their pictures made with him. So he's a great guy. I mean, of course, it's Santa. So make sure you stop by and see him tonight during Yukon's Christmas Unwrapped. It's the perfect thing because your presents for Christmas have to be unwrapped before they can be wrapped, right, Vicki?
That's right.
She's the Main Street director, one of the ones who came up with this fabulous idea. So just talk about where you came up with this idea.
Well, we've done holiday open houses where many of our shops open up and have just a mass open house. And we've added things like Santa visits and horse-drawn carriages before, but with having Thanksgiving so late in the season, we thought it was really important to give our merchants an extra week of shopping. And so the Christmas Unwrapped just gives us an opportunity to be Santa's helper and bring out your inner elf and be prepared for Christmas.
I love that. You said you can even go above and beyond and let people make their wish list and then send it to their own personal Santa. So it's perfect to come downtown to the beautiful Yukon and get your shopping in before Christmas, right?
That's right. We do have those Santa Christmas helpers wish list in each of our shops, so you can pick out your own personal gifts while you're shopping for others on your list. So then we mail it, and your significant other comes in and shops.
I love that so much.
Yes.
And you guys have a lot more going on tonight than besides just shopping, right?
Oh yes, the shopping's always a feature. Plus we have visits with Santa Claus. We have a living snow globe here that you can get inside of the snow globe with a professional photographer to capture the moment.
Okay, I'm definitely checking out that next.
Absolutely, absolutely. Unfortunately, with the threat of rain, our horse-drawn carriage ride wasn't able to come this time. But really, that's the only thing. We've moved some things in front of shops, so if it does get some of the scattered rain that your station has forecast earlier, just a little scatter, that we can easily move them inside. So come on out. We're still going until 8 o'clock.
Oh, it's going to be a super fun night. We've already passed some popcorn, hot chocolate, and cookies to keep you fueled on the way while you're shopping in downtown Yukon. So I'm pumped to check out that snow globe. That's what I'm going to do next. It's coming up right here on Fox 25 News at 5:30. Dan and Wendy, back to you.
Yeah, bundle up. It's Christmas. It's supposed to be cold.
It is. It's festive feeling, right?
All right, thanks, Shelby. An investigation tonight after 2 airmen die in a training accident.
Fox 25's Will Metzold's going to have a live update from Vance Air Force Base.
Join the Oklahoma City National Memorial and Museum and Fox 25 in remembering and honoring those who were killed.
Sergeant First Class Lola Bolden, U.S. Army.
Those who survived and those changed forever. Every day leading up to the 25th anniversary on April 19th.
From the Terrorism Alert Desk in Washington, I'm Allison Starling. The 2 U.S. service members killed in a helicopter crash in Afghanistan have now been identified. Chief Warrant Officer David Nadel of Texas and Chief Warrant Officer Kirk Fujiyami of Hawaii died November 20th while supporting Operation Freedom's Sentinel. The AP reports the Taliban tried to take responsibility, but the U.S. military disputes that. The officers were providing security for troops on the ground when they crashed. That crash is still under investigation. Both men were based out of Fort Hood, Texas. At the Terrorism Alert Desk, I'm Allison Starling.
From the Fox 25 studios in Oklahoma City, this is the Fox 25 News at 5:30.
An investigation is underway at this hour after 2 airmen were killed in a crash at Vance Air Force Base in Enid.
Fox 25's Will Metzold is in Enid tonight with what we know right now. Will, what can you tell us?
Well, right now, Air Force officials are still trying to piece together exactly how the 2 jets crashed just after 9 this morning at the base here in Enid. Vance Air Force Base says 2 T-38 Talon aircraft were involved and 2 people were on board each jet. Colonel Corey Simmons says the accident happened while the training planes were attempting to land, but he isn't sure what caused the crash. He couldn't say if the aircraft collided, but at least one of them did have damage.
I don't know. I know that there are 2 airplanes that are off the runway right now at Vance Air Force Base. How they got to that point, I gotta let the investigation play itself out.
And 2 other airmen survived the incident on the other aircraft. Simmons says the names of the airmen that died will be released tomorrow. He says this has been an extremely sad day here at the Air Force Base. They are offering assistance to anyone who works here during this tragic time. Wendy.
Well, thank you. You can see Colonel Simmons' full remarks on our website, okcfox.com. Today, the Children's Center Rehabilitation Hospital in Bethany is getting ready for their Holiday Helper campaign. This is a great annual effort for the community to donate needed items and gifts to the children at the hospital. At the top of the list, diapers. The hospital goes through 6,500 diapers a week, and they're asking for Huggies or Pampers due to patient sensitivities. Items can be dropped off daily in person from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., and you can also donate online. The Children's Center Rehab Hospital is at Northwest 39th Expressway and Rockwell. This campaign runs through New Year's Day.
It's so important for us to receive the essential items like diapers, wipes, batteries, because that allows us to use our funds on life-saving equipment like ventilators, which are not paid for by insurance. So it really allows us to set our funds in a way that provide the biggest impact for these kids.
Some more great news. This room you're looking at in the hospital right now will be the next spot for Timmy's Playroom. That's courtesy of the Tim Tebow Foundation.
This room will have a huge makeover. It will not look the same once it is complete. It will be bright, colorful, have a sports theme to it. And we really wanted it to be a place that families could come down on Saturday and watch college football. They could come down here for a birthday party. They could come here to celebrate the opportunity to go home.
And take a look at your screen. Here's some pictures of what that room's going to look like. It's all to make the hospital stay a little less scary and a little more fun. Timmy's Playroom at the Children's Center Rehabilitation Hospital is set to open early next year. For more information on donating, you can head to our website, okcfox.com. Tonight, the 34th Street Bridge over I-35 and more will be open to traffic. A ceremonial opening event is underway right now at the south end of Integris Moore. At 6:30, traffic will be allowed on the bridge. The bridge has been under construction for a little over a year. An opportunity to learn more about MAPS 4 with several big-ticket tax-funded projects at stake. The meeting, hosted by Councilman James Cooper, is from 6:30 to 8 at the Tower Theater. The Better Streets, Safer City Bond Package invests in streets, police and fire facilities, parks, and other basic needs. The programs include more than $1.2 billion in infrastructure investment across Oklahoma City. More than 70% of the funding is dedicated to neighborhood and human needs.
Now, your Fox 25 Storm Watch forecast from the Reynolds Ford Weather Center.
A strong cold front brought winter temperatures back to Oklahoma big time today. We've been in the 30s the past 3 days. That's why these 40s have freaked us out a little bit. It's also windy, so it feels way worse. A lot of showers and a couple of thunderstorms in northeast Oklahoma right now. In central Oklahoma and Oklahoma City, we have some moderate downpours going up near Pink and Shawnee, heading over towards Pottawatomie County and Prague in northeast Oklahoma. Heavy, strong thunderstorms, a lot of lightning, a little bit of thunder. In northern Oklahoma, right along the Kansas border, you do see this band of moderate showers going on. Besides that, just a few wet spots for you guys. Spotty light rain down here in southern Oklahoma, sprinkly and drizzly too. So the winds will keep on picking up throughout the evening. I think the rain chances increase a little bit more in central and eastern Oklahoma. This evening we do stay in the 40s, very windy. I think we see a break in the action briefly right around midnight, and the last wave of showers does come through overnight through tomorrow morning. And temperatures will be somewhere in the low to mid 30s, but mainly above freezing. So no freezing rain. Where we do have freezing temperatures, some snow and sleet is possible, but very light amounts. It's mainly going to be a cold rain thing for most of us. A little sleet and snow should not cause any travel issues for you guys up north. SunTech Skycam Network, it's cloudy, cold and windy. We are feeling it. Temperatures in the 40s, wind chills in the 30s. That's where things stay throughout the evening with off and on rain. Down to about 36 tonight in Oklahoma City. Frosty, not freezing. Rain is still likely, cold, windy. A very slow weekend warm up is coming on in. Another cold front Tuesday, Thanksgiving, and Black Friday forecast coming up real soon.
When it comes to sugar, how much is too much? When it comes to toddlers and infants, Meredith Woods got your back with the latest numbers on our children's health.
You might want to rethink some of the things you reach for when it comes to feeding your kids. According to a new analysis of national data, 98% of toddlers and 2/3 of infants consume added sugar in their daily diets, which, as far as the American Heart Association is concerned, is 98% too many. It recommends children under the age of 2 stay away from all added sugars, including sweeteners that don't occur naturally in food. According to the analysis, on average, infants consumed 1 teaspoon of added sugar per day, while toddlers consumed about 6 teaspoons per day. For infants, that often comes from yogurt and baby snacks or sweets. Toddlers got much of their extra sugar from fruit drinks and bakery sweets. The National Institute of Health says children who consume added sugar can see some negative health conditions like cavities, asthma, and obesity. For today's Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
This week, EU Ambassador Gordon Sondland testified during the House impeachment inquiry. Sondland explicitly linked President Trump and other officials to pressuring the Ukrainian president on the now infamous July 25th phone call. But his testimony didn't seem to shake those at the White House. In an exclusive America This Week interview, Eric Bolling spoke with White House Press Secretary Stephanie Grisham about how the president is handling Sondland's historic and heavily disputed testimony.
Sondland, who is the only person out of all the witnesses who have been talked to, who's the only witness who's actually directly spoken to the president, said today under oath in Congress that the president told him, I don't want anything, I don't want Zelensky to do anything, no quid pro quo. Tell him I want him to do the right thing and do what he ran on, which was anti-corruption. That's it. So this really should be over, as the president has said. So today he's in very high spirits.
You can watch that entire interview on America This Week with Eric Bolling right now on OKCFox.com. America This Week will also air right here on Fox 25 Sunday night at 10:30. Taking a look at some trending news tonight. Multiple reports say starting OSU quarterback Spencer Sanders underwent surgery on his throwing hand and may well miss the rest of the regular season. Sanders hurt his right thumb last week in the second quarter of the Kansas game. He continued to play into the third quarter. Sanders has accounted for nearly 1,700 yards and 18 touchdowns this season. Senior transfer quarterback Drew Brown expected to start in his place.
Only 2 days left for OU and OSU fans to help decide the winner of the Bedlam Blood Battle. The Oklahoma Blood Institute posting the updated score on their Facebook page. OSU holding on to a narrow lead with 555. Now you still have time to donate, and if you do, you're going to get free food and a Bedlam Blood Battle t-shirt. And the countdown is on for Bedlam Week. Fox 25 will start special coverage next week. The Big 12 announced OU will face off against Oklahoma State next Saturday, November 30th. Kickoff is at 7 p.m.
Downtown Yukon is transforming into a winter wonderland, including this life-size snow globe. It's so much fun. We'll tell you about all the family fun you can have at Yukon's Unwrapped Christmas. It's coming up on Fox 25 News at 5:30.
Tonight, Main Street in Yukon is transforming into a place of holiday enchantment.
You'll see crafts for kids, marshmallow roasting, and, of course, the big guy himself, Santa. Fox 25 Shelby Love is live from downtown Yukon right now. Shelby, what's going on?
Oh, we have to come inside and warm up in one of the awesome shops in downtown Yukon, which is seriously some of the best places to get your Christmas shopping done. Also, I just got to show off. Look at the cool picture I got in the snow globe. How much fun was that? I absolutely loved it. There's seriously so many great things to do. Vicki, who is the director of downtown Yukon and Main Street, thank you so much for having us out here. Let's talk about some of the more fun that people can have.
Well, we have more activities. This is only the first of 4 events that we have downtown. We have another holiday open house. It's Christmas on Main on December 5th. And of course, on November 30th, we have the Shop Small Saturday. And December 14th, we have the Czech Christmas Market.
So you guys got it going on. And I do have to say there were s'mores outside. It was
yeah,
so hard to
s'mores.
walk by without grabbing one.
Yes. And you know, it's getting a little cool right now, so
Yeah.
that hot chocolate probably would
Ooh.
hit the spot too. We need to get you some.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to get some before we head out of here. And you've also got something cool happening in this shop right now too, right?
Well, yes, we have our a local children's author, Unibel Townsend, and also Miss Vicki that illustrated the book. So she has her books here, and when the children come, she's going to be doing some Christmas story time, as well as signing the books and chatting with the author.
Oh my gosh, I'm looking at all the stuff in the store, and there's seriously so many cute things in here. I almost couldn't keep up with everything you were saying. I was like busy shopping for myself in my head.
That's what we hope. We have so many lovely shops here, and we want you to come back when you can shop a little bit.
Okay, and what's the next date for the shop? If people can't make it out tonight, when's the next time they can come shop downtown Yukon?
Thursday after Thanksgiving, December 5th from 5 until 8.
Okay, well, this is the perfect place to be. They've got everything going on. You'll have all the same stuff, right?
Absolutely. Come join us.
Oh, it's so much fun. You guys got to come check it out. So many things going on. Let's just walk around the store and see what we can find.
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Okay, let's do a little walk and talk. So these are really great, especially when you grab something before Thanksgiving. Check it out. I mean, who doesn't love that? That's also perfect for Christmas. How much fun is that? Some sweatshirts down there. Check these out. These candles and these cupcakes. How yum. I'm sure the cupcakes aren't for sale, but I will probably have some of those. They've got all kinds of candles in here. And check out the game day apparel. That is so cute. That's what I was checking out. Oh, sorry, Vicki. We kind of went right over your head. I am a big Pokes fan, and so I'm going to be going to those games, and I need a good sweatshirt, so I'm probably going to check out one of those and get myself hooked up. If you're a Sooners fan, they've got plenty of stuff for you over here with the Sooner Magic. That was a pretty great game they had. And then they've got jewelry over here, so cute, the hats, the scarves, everything you need to stay warm. Just seriously, so many things you can get lost in here. And this is just one of the many incredible shops they have in downtown Yukon, which would be great for your Christmas shopping. So come check it out and check out the snow globe and the s'mores and Santa. The list goes on and on. You'll just have to come here for yourself.
I never knew you could get inside of a snow globe, and that looked really, really fun.
Definitely. Thanks, Shelby.
Good afternoon, everybody. Our latest weather maker is this really strong cold front down here in southeast Oklahoma. It did come booking through earlier today, and it was noticeably colder. Did not need me to tell you that. 20 to 30 degrees colder than what it has been every other afternoon this week. So you can definitely feel that. And that has not been very fun to be outside today, especially when you factor in that strong north breeze and the rain. Right now, the rain is mostly light, especially right along and west of I-35. Some heavier pockets of showers, even one thunderstorm going up here where you see lightning. That's thunder in between Shawnee and Chandler. More heavy showers and storms as you head up towards northeast Oklahoma. Even some strong thunderstorms and a whole bunch of lightning northeast. In northern Oklahoma, not a whole lot of action. We have these heavier showers heading into Kansas pretty quickly. The rest of us are seeing some spotty light rain off and on showers for you guys down south. Between now and midnight, I do think the showers and a couple thunderstorms will be increasing central and east. So rounds of rain will continue. Factor that into your evening plans. I do think all the winter weather stays locked in the panhandle this evening. Temperatures will be in the 40s, chilly, sometimes rainy. It'll feel like the 20s and 30s. Dress for that. Overnight lows drop all the way down into the 30s, but we do stay above freezing. 36 in Oklahoma City. That's why no freezing precipitation is expected. Where temperatures go below freezing, we're talking about some light sleet and some light snow and probably just some flurries. That's why no travel issues are expected. Would not worry about that. A whole lot of cold rain for the rest of us. That's how we start off your Friday, and it'll feel like the 20s. We stay in the 30s pretty much all morning, and if we get lucky, we'll drop or head into the low 40s tomorrow afternoon. Breezy, a few sprinkles at lunchtime, but cloudy, cold, and dry as we go into the afternoon. Then on Saturday, the sun finally comes out, and we're back in the middle 50s, low to mid 60s, and really fine outdoor weather. On Sunday and Monday, morning lows in the 20s and 30s because it's November. Next cold front comes in on Tuesday, a small chance for rain. That'll cool us back off into the 50s for highs. Even colder on Wednesday, mostly cloudy, but mostly dry if you're going to do any traveling, any last minute traveling on Thanksgiving. Temperatures will be in the 50s. Showers are possible. Cool and windy, not much to worry about. That's nice indoor and eating weather. For Black Friday, go out and get those deals. 30s in the morning, 50s in the afternoon, chilly with occasional rain.
Fox 25 and SunTech Heat and Air teaming up to help an Oklahoma family with our winter warmth contest. The winner gets up to $5,000 in a new heating system or repair from our partners at SunTech. All you have to do, go to OKCFox.com. Click the Station tab, then Contest to nominate someone that needs to stay warm this winter. And of course, to see all the rules, hurry up, this contest ends on Sunday. Take a look at this. Wow, eerie orange sky in Australia today. Experts blame the heat, winds whipping up thick dust into the air, and smoke from nearby wildfires. Now, it's not just creepy, it was also really dense and hard for people to breathe. Forecasters say since they haven't had much rain, dust storms like this can be expected. Well, that is spooky.
One couple taking their love to new heights, marrying 37,000 feet in the air between Australia and New Zealand. The couple said "I do" on a commercial Jetstar flight exactly halfway between Sydney and Auckland. A Jetstar crew member officiating that wedding.
New York City Central Park getting its first statue dedicated to women. It'll feature 3 people known for their fights for women's rights: Sojourner Truth, Susan B. Anthony, and Elizabeth Cady Stanton. The sculptor behind the project says it's important for these powerful women to be able to be displayed alongside the statues of men that line Central Park. It'll be unveiled next August to mark the 100th anniversary of women winning the right to vote.
Arizona has a special type of vending machine now. Instead of food or treats, people can use the giving machines to donate to charity. Here's how it works. You choose to donate anything from livestock or crops to veteran services or job interview attire. Last year, the machines brought in about $860,000 in donations.
That's a really clever idea.
Uh-huh.
Here's a look at what's coming up tonight on Fox 25 at 7. We've got Thursday night football. The Indianapolis Colts playing the Houston Texans. We'll have news coming up right after the game.
Jeff is asking the tough questions to us, whether he should wear a tank top or a hoodie this weekend. I don't know, you're the weather guy, you're the meteorologist.
What goes on during commercial breaks is supposed to stay between us. When did that change all of a sudden?
That's the ball.
Right?
Tank top
what
or
happens
hoodie.
during commercials stays in the commercials. But for everyone else out there, please make sure you dress warm the next couple days. Only in the 40s tomorrow afternoon with the winds going strong. Not going to feel too good on Saturday either. Starting off in the 20s, only hitting the 50s. But again, really nice, comfy outdoor weather Sunday, Monday. Cold front on Tuesday cools us back off. Only a small chance for rain. And then on Thanksgiving, 51, small chance for showers.
So the answer is hoodie.
Yes, hoodie at least. And a heavy coat would
63,
come in
we're
handy.
burgeoning on tank top.
We talking for this weekend.
Not
We
here for
shouldn't be
that.
dressing people anyway. You guys do whatever you want, and please just take care.
We believe in you. See you after the game.